Hey guys, it's Dark Magic 71 here, and welcome to my AEW Revolution 2023 predictions. Alright, so 7 matches have been announced for the pay-per-view, which isn't that bad because it is scheduled for March 5th, which is a Sunday, and all 7 matches have background stories to them, so it's good. And they seem pretty stacked, for the most part. I just hope they don't add any more matches because people have work on Monday, and yeah. Alright, so the match number 1 is the AEW World Title match in a 60 minutes Iron Man match between MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Match number 2 is the AEW Tag Team Fatal 4-Way match between the Gun Club versus the Acclaimed versus Jeff Jarrett and what's his name? Jay Lethal versus a mystery tag team, which I'm guessing is FTR. Match number 3 is the Texas Death Match between Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page. Match number 4 is the AEW TNT title match between Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Match number 5 is the Jericho Appreciation Society's Banned from Ringside singles match. That's a long title. Anyways, it's Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks. I don't know, man. Match number 6 is the AEW Women's World Title Triple Threat match between Jamie Hayter versus Saraya versus Ruby Soho. Match number 7 is the AEW World Trios Title 6-man tag match between the Elite versus House of Black. And yeah, those are the matches that have been announced so far. I'm guessing they're going to keep it that way. It should be good. Any returns? I could definitely see CM Punk coming back, returning to the company, and to end the show and stuff. I don't know, they could run another CM Punk versus whoever wins MJF versus Bryan Danielson again in the company. So it should be good. Yeah. I'll get into my predictions right now. Yeah, so match number 1 for AEW Revolution is the AEW World Title match, which will be contested in a 60-minute Iron Man match between MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Who I want to win? Bryan Danielson. Who will win? MJF. I feel like as long as he hasn't signed the contract yet, he's going to keep the title. I doubt Tony Khan's going to make the same mistake he did with Cody Rhodes and have him work for free and lose the title so he can go to the rival company. Yeah, I feel like as soon as MJF signs a new contract, hopefully before 2024, Tony Khan is gonna keep the title on him till he signs a new contract, and then after he signs a new contract, he'll give it to somebody else, and MJF and that somebody else would feud over it. So yeah, MJF retains at Revolution. Match number 2 is the AEW Tag Team Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW Tag Team titles between the Gun Club versus the Acclaimed versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus a mystery opponent, mystery tag team, which will probably be FTR because, again, Tony Khan can't risk losing FTR to WWE or to any other company. So, yeah. Who I want to win? FTR. Who will win? Probably FTR. That's my guess, since if Tony Khan wants to keep FTR in the company, he'll have to make them win. We'll have to have them win the championships to stay. Yeah. Yeah, so FTR wins the championships, and they feud with the Gun Club later on for the next pay-per-view and stuff. Match number 3 is the Texas Death Match between Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page. Honestly, this match could go either way because both of them have been killing it in the ring on AEW. So, who I want to win? Hangman Page. Who will win? Jon Moxley, because I feel like Moxley's going to pick up the win. And then I don't think they're going to end the feud because they still have to do the Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club. I almost forgot their names. Anyways, they still got to do that match. So I feel like, yeah, I don't think this is going to be their last match. They're probably going to end it after the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club in a 6-man tag or something like that to end it. But yeah, Moxley picks up the win at Revolution. Match number 4 is the AEW TNT title match between Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Who I want to win? Samoa Joe. Who will win? Wardlow. I feel like since he just came back with a new look, fresh cut, and yeah, I just don't think they're gonna have him lose the match just from coming back. I don't know, man. Joe's been on a tear recently, and he's been pretty good in the ring with the 2 titles and stuff. I wouldn't think they would do him dirty by having him lose his TNT Championship to Wardlow, but I don't know. Wardlow just came back with a new look. He probably beats Joe at Revolution and then takes his TNT Championship away. Joe still defends his Ring of Honor Championship that he has on Ring of Honor and stuff. I doubt they're going to take the title away from Joe, though. This one's hard to decide because they're, like, both good. Like, the other ones I can, like, decide easy. But this one's just tough because I like both. I like Joe, like, from Impact and stuff to WWE, where they dropped the ball majorly on him. But yeah, to be fair, it wasn't actually WWE who dropped the ball, it was Vince McMahon, but it's whatever. I really hope eventually, if Joe does retain the TNT Championship, he and Adam Cole have a feud together, because they could reignite their NXT feud that they had before 2.0 happened. But it's whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go with if Joe doesn't retain at Revolution, then probably Wardlow. Final prediction: Joe retains. I know I said Wardlow, but I feel like Joe's gonna retain his championship at Revolution. I just don't see him losing the championship just yet. Match number 5 is the Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks match, where Jericho said that the JAS, or Jericho Appreciation Society, is banned from ringside. I don't believe him, because they could just like have on masks and then come into the ring and attack Ricky Starks, but it's whatever. Who I want to win? Ricky Starks. Who will win? Ricky Starks, if Jericho actually keeps his promise and doesn't have JAS interfere in the match. But I feel like this is going to be like a Jericho versus Ricky Starks could be a good match, because they can both go, and yeah, given the right time, it could be a great match. So yeah, Starks picks up the win. Jericho puts over Ricky Starks at Revolution. Match number 6 is the AEW Women's Title Triple Threat match between Jamie Hayter versus Saraya versus Ruby Soho. Who I want to win? Jamie Hayter or Ruby Soho? who will win. Honestly, I'm so scared for this because they might have Saraya pick up the win by pinning Ruby Soho, and then have a singles feud between Jamie Hayter versus Saraya at the next pay-per-view. I don't know, man. I feel like the best thing to do is just to have Jamie Hayter retain the championship by pinning Ruby Soho. I feel like Ruby Soho is just in that match to get pinned. Hopefully that's not the case, but yeah. I feel like either Saraya's going to pin her or Jamie Hayter's going to pin her. Either we're going to have a new champion or or Jamie Hayter retains her championship at Revolution. So final pick's probably going to be Saraya picked up the win, feuds with Jamie Hayter at the next pay-per-view, and then eventually we get Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter eventually after everything. So yeah. Match number 7 is the AEW World Trios title 6-man tag team match between the Elite versus House of Black. Who will want to win? The House of Black. Who will win? The Elite. The reason I say this is because even though they don't need the Trios titles to have this match, they'll probably have it for this match, which is the Blackpool Combat Club's gonna reunite, face off against the reunited Elite, consisting of Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. Blackpool Combat Club having Bryan Danielson back, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. I can see them doing the Freebird rule, so any 3 of the Elite could face off against any 3 of the Blackpool Combat Club. We could see Hangman Page and the Young Bucks versus Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, or the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega facing off against Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli. So final prediction, the Elite retain. They face off against the Blackpool Combat Club later down the road at a pay-per-view or something. Other surprises I could see happening. I could see CM Punk returning at the pay-per-view to end the show, mainly because their video game, AEW Fight Forever, is coming out on the 31st, so he's probably there to promote it and stuff, and have matches with others. I feel like he mended fences with them, so it should be fine now. And yeah, it should be good. Those are my predictions for the pay-per-view. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. Thanks.